It's been more than 2 years since Bill and Lily Skiles of Springfield laid their daughter to rest. Angel Rose died of complications from birth defects. She was 39 years old. Thanks to her uncle, though, Uncle Wynn Johnson, her memory will live on forever. He's live this morning to talk about Angel and to talk about a book as well called An Angel is Born. Good morning.
Thank you, Megan. Thanks for having me.
Of course, and we're here and talking about this because of the book that you wrote. And before we went on camera, I asked if you had plans for the book while she was still living, and you said no.
No, I didn't. I didn't want her memory to just be another name on a mausoleum. I wanted to keep that alive and for all of our family. And what happened when I started writing the book is I talked to other parents who lost their children. So the theme of the book became that parents who lose their children before their own death, and it happens much more often than what I realized. And then I started to realize what they go through. It can't be put into words, really. And there's one common comment that I've heard from a lot of these parents, and that is even most recently from one of the young mothers at the Newtown, Connecticut shooting. They'll say, "This is a club that you do not want to belong to." Mm-hmm. At the time that this happens, at that moment, it doesn't matter if the child has been healthy and it's a tragedy, an accident, or a long illness such as Angel. Time for those parents locks. It just completely locks. They have no ambition whatsoever for the future. Don't even talk to them about the future. However, be a listener and let them talk. If they want to go on for hours and hours about the life of their child, then listen. And if somehow you can insert something, any little thing. My sister, for instance, we always talk about cooking and growing things, and that would just for a few seconds make time slip and flow normally again.
And describe Angel. She had a lot of problems. She had some really bad disabilities that didn't allow her to talk or walk.
Rare condition known as Rubinstein-Taybi, which was named for the two doctors who discovered the condition at the University of Cincinnati. And she developed the ability to walk as long as she could hold on to something. Mm-hmm. She could talk, but not very plainly. But then she started to develop seizures, and then this started to debilitate her and continue to do so. And she had a doctor, Dr. Heinrich of Springfield, who just would not give up on her. And up until his death, he took care of Angel. And he was one of the heroes in the book, and some other doctors as well in the area.
And if you want to talk to Wynn or learn more about his book, he does have a number of talks and book signings scheduled this week. We do have a full list of those events happening on fox45now.com, and click on Fox 45 in the morning. Thanks so much for coming in and sharing your story and Angel's story as well.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you so much for having me.